One thing I have found to be synonymous with all successful businesses in advanced economies: they are owned by many people, not by an individual. By doing so, they are able to raise significant capital through the contributions of many, which allows them to compete better. When companies are owned by multiple diverse individuals, they bring on board unique strength and resources, making the business more resilient and capable of overcoming future challenges. Don't even own 20% of the companies they founded. But their small stakes in these businesses are in our famous Elon Musk. He owns only 13% of the company Tesla. Jeff Bezos, Amazon, he owns only 10% of Amazon, the company he founded. Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, he owns only 13.6% of that company. Bill Gates, Microsoft, he owns only 1% of that company. Warren Buffett, the president of Berkshire Hathaway, he owns only 14.3% of that company. Larry Page, Alphabet or Google, he owns, with his partner, founder, they own only 3% of that company. Tim Cook, who founded with his partner Apple, his late partner, Tim Cook owns 0.02% of Apple. And 0.02, for you the mathematicians here, you're already taking the first step. The entrepreneurs who are proving they can start, but now need help to grow right. It's a fund for execution. Every one of you represents the new face of Ghanaian enterprise, bold, capable, and ready to scale. But let me be honest with you, scaling up is about more than money. It's about mindset. It's about discipline. It's about understanding that business is not built for today's excitement, but for tomorrow's endurance. Some of the entrepreneurs we've worked with through Quick Angels faced failures before success. Some started small, were rejected multiple times, and yet never stopped improving, because growth is about resilience. And that's the spirit we are looking for in the Scale Up Fund. Those who don't make excuses, those who adapt, and those who believe that every obstacle is a test of vision. My journey has taught me something very simple: that there is no shortcut to building something that lasts. I see builders. I see those who have started something and kept it alive. That alone is an achievement. But now, we are here to help you build it bigger. Let me leave you with this thought.
And after engaging them from time to time, I realized that no, a lot that I thought I knew was right was wrong. And
so when we started and all this pressure came on some of our own scaling up, how were you able to maneuver through it?
Alright, so I think when the pressure starts mounting, you always have to ask yourself, why did you start this in the first place? And most importantly, you've got to find really good people and have really good systems in place and have very good governance structure. It takes pressure off you, because then you begin to look at the thing from a football coach point of view to actually a player, and it helps you to see things for what they are. Because clearly when you are in the middle of things, you get all sort of thinking and things coming up to you, but once you're able to have the right people in place, the right structure, and the right processes, and you look at things from where you should see them, it eases the stress or the pressure, because you see things for what they are. And I think another important thing also is having a partner that is not just a passive investor, but an active investor. Now, a passive investor simply puts money into your business and goes to bed. An active investor is actually interested in your business and what you do. And being able to bounce ideas off another person, have conversations where both parties have an interest, then it takes a lot of pressure off, because otherwise you have to be figuring things out by yourself. Now you can pick a phone and call your partner and say, guy, these are the challenges I'm having, what do you think? And seeing things from other perspectives helps you to put things in proper perspective. And that is how I have been handling or dealing with the pressure of
one thing I always say, I must commend you and the entire team at Pizza Man Chicken Man for, is the fact that now when I travel anywhere, I know I can order Kesabi and it will taste the same whether I'm in Cape Coast or Kumasi or in Achimota. When you started opening so many branches and scaling up, what did
We had several conversations around this. If I'm to rate my own self on a scale of 1 to 10, I want to give myself a 10. This is not a political event. All of us here are entrepreneurs, and I have to be very honest with you. If you want it to be the right place, I'll give myself an 8. And I have another 2 steps to go and get things the way I really want it to be. But even with me achieving these things that I'm talking about, it all goes down to this systems. Because initially you ask the question, what does it mean to scale up? It's about creating something that is beyond your physical effort.
What is the biggest red flag that causes you to walk away from a deal? What is the biggest red flag that causes you to walk away from a deal?
All right, I will take one more question and then we go. So we'll try and take 2 questions at a time.
From Kumasi. Before the question, I'm a small entrepreneur and we joined so many incubation programs for about 5 months. And then after the 5 months, the deal was we are going to fund the business. But after the incubation period, we didn't get any funds. So all the people who were supporting me in terms of the team building and all, they were deceived that upon all the pitches and all that, clearly in public that was quoting 30,000 euros and also representing Ghana at the international and all that, and not getting anything. What are you going to do?
People, they come to the table, they ask you to invest millions of dollars. Meanwhile, when you push them, they will tell you they have other things that they do. So the question is, should we risk our investment on you when they're not ready to focus, to look into one pot, build it, grow it, scale it to the point that we all get to enjoy from it? So our red flag is that we want people who has their attention to one thing, grow it, and then later, when you reach that level, you can diversify. Thank you. Mr. Quaye, may I pick up you on this one?
Yes, so what Mr. Lati said is very true. But to add to that,
personally, I am very much interested in your ability to execute. And so if you come pitching, of course, I'll pay particular attention to what you are exhibiting on the PowerPoint and all of that. But it will definitely go beyond that. Okay, because on the PowerPoint you can make everything happen. You can solve all the equations. You can make $1 billion on the PowerPoint. And you can become a millionaire on the drawing board. And a lot of people in Ghana, that is what they do. We see our leaders attending meetings, seminars, telling us how Ghana is going to look like the next 10 years, the next 20 years, and all that. All the visions we have never come true. Because it is one thing to have a vision and an idea, it's another thing to make that vision.
It takes resilience. You face a lot of disappointments, but your ability to rebound and continue to push ahead is a very important quality and trait that someone has, and which you should have, which we all as entrepreneurs should have to ensure that we succeed.
A lot of people organizing incubation projects across the country, and they sort of assure young people of going to get funding after the incubation process. I've also seen people organize
The question is, are you selfish? Are you so selfish you don't even see you as selfish? Then I don't think you belong to this space in the first place. You must be willing to sacrifice beyond what you know. With our president, it was quite a delight. I was so excited with my daughter.
You can be a millionaire and a billionaire artist. The only thing you need is the fundamentals. The fundamentals are the same, regardless of whatever you are doing. And I think that that is just all you need to know. So there's no limitation for your business. You can go as much high as possible. Okay. Yes. Yes.
The height a beauty business can get.
Well, that's what I answered. I said there's no limit. The height can go as much as possible. And you understand me? Yes.
Good afternoon. My name is Richard Nii Armah from Kumasi. Please, my question is, after the pitch and you decide to invest in a business, how is the governance structure going to be, and at what position did you place the owner of the business?
Okay, brilliant. So, I'd like to answer this question. Okay, we find ourselves doing so many things, so we don't have all the time in the world to work every single day around the clock to build your business. Okay, so the founder of the business is the key person to the business. When we start, we will expect you to be the CEO, the de facto CEO of the business. Are you getting me? You will be the de facto CEO of the business. You are the one with the skill to do the work. And so you cannot come to us and pick this and say, I guess of idea, what be the idea? I won't make you guys bring money. Make you go look for somebody, make you go do this. No, we don't have here for sacrifice. Because what you want us to go and look for somebody to go and do something. We could very well go and look for the person that want to go and do that thing. And so we are not interested in that. We have had people come to us having this kind of discussions with us. So if you are here and you are coming to pitch with something like that, I'm begging you, don't come and waste your time and don't come and waste our time. We want people who have the skill to do whatever they are doing. Do you understand me? So if whatever you want us to do has to do with, let's say, manufacturing of tables and chairs, you must be a carpenter. You must be a carpenter. In fact, a very good one who can mold the chair and the table. But you can't come and say, I have an idea to build tables and chairs. So I want you guys to bring money. So we go look for some carpenter to come and build tables and the other business is that. So you should be the resource person to the business. And you would be the first CEO of the company. You would manage and run the business and make the day-to-day decisions. And we would provide guidance, we would provide funding, we would provide strategy, we would help you to solve complex problems. You're not going to solve the day-to-day problems. That an employee is doing, no. We will solve complex problems. So we will test to see whether you have the skill to solve minor